But Amali, my sister, I'm always happy to have a chance to be able to speak to you. Most people don't even know, how close of a bond, how close of a connection we have. And
Uh-huh.
and often when I talk to people, especially, as a result of everything,
Ouch.
take your time. It's okay. It's
It's
just me.
okay. No, I dropped my phone actually, but it's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah. Um, but people don't know. See, when we talk about Israel and Palestinian territories and Palestinians and Israelis, people have no idea about the nuances, right? People from the outside, they look at it as very binary,
Mm-hmm.
just Israelis and Palestinians, and that's the end of the story. But it's way more complex than what people actually could even imagine in their heads. Like, for example, people can't even imagine that there are Black people in Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when we have conversations about that, and I tell them, they ask, where are you from? And I tell them, I'm from Israel. Are you from Israel? Like, I thought it was all white people there. And I'm like, no,
No.
we are here as well. We are just as much a part of the society as everybody else. And that's on the Israeli side. When you talk about on the Palestinian side,
It's the
people
same questions
but people have no idea. People have no
at
idea.
all.
And so what I
Let
wanted
me
to do,
just okay.
yeah, take your time. What
No,
I
keep
wanted
talking.
to
It's
do
okay. I hear you.
was just simply have a conversation about these things to be able to express the nuances. Because in addition to the nuances, even on the Israeli side, often one of the points of critique that people may have when talking about Israel, even though, like I say, I'm from Israel, born and raised here. I love the country. I love the
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with the government. I have a problem with the institutions. I have a problem with, the built-in racism and discrimination in the institutions, and I speak about that all the time. But that don't
Mm-hmm.
take away from the fact that I love where it is that I was born and where I'm from and where the community is and where my children are going to be born or my child is already born, my wife is. And so, but then people think that they have to paint the entire society with a broad brush, which is very
Mm-hmm.
much out of context. And so it's the same thing also on your end. People paint
Yeah.
you all with a broad brush. And so I wanted to take the time to be able to actually have a conversation about the nuances so that people can be familiar with them, right? And so, but I want to give you the platform more so because I talk about these things quite often on my platforms. But I want to give you, as every opportunity that I have, the opportunity to expose people to the intricacies of the internal Afro-Palestinian separation and nuances.
Mm-hmm.
Share about the Afro-Palestinian experience and in the area that you're from, which is more so, Jericho and then Tulkarem and other places, but also in Gaza and also in East Jerusalem. Share,
Yep.
share these things with people so that they could be familiar, so that they could know Afro-Palestinians exist here. Where are Afro-Palestinians from? How do you all get along with the regular Palestinian society? So I want to just turn it over to you.
Actually, when I was like young, I didn't notice that I didn't even know what African mean, what Black people mean. I didn't know because I was born in a community. I see Black people and like I don't like to use the word white people. So there's a whole another like description for the type of people that Palestinians, they like outside in Europe they call them Arabs. Over here they call themselves white people. So whatever, the Palestinians.
Palestinians refer to themselves as white people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if they know the difference between white and color and black. So we don't have this. They don't know really the difference between these. So let's say white as right now. So growing up as a black girl, and then I start having like seeing the differences in school, in the street, wherever we walk, we see the differences from children, and then we growing up, and so we start seeing that from the community. So I start noticing what's going on. Um, I was like, there is a like empty space between the two group of people, even though we live in the same area. So in Jericho, we live separated. I don't know, you have been in Jericho? So we live in separated areas. Everybody's saying that, oh no, we're not racist, we're not this, we're not that. But the black people, like wherever you go, they having issues. So this is what we were facing. Me and my sister, we tried to, bring the um that just to make them understand more about being black than being fitting in a community that wants us to act like this. So we're Palestinian. I'm so proud being a Palestinian. And just like you said, you was born and raised in Israel and you like it and you love it. And me also, like I love being a Palestinian. But being rejected from like the community around me, that they be like, oh, you black, you're black. There's a lot of people like till these days they calling us as slaves, like, and they're just saying it like it's cool. It's like, we don't have no other word to say.
But let
But
me ask you though, are
yeah,
they aware of the fact? So when they say slave, when they say abid, do do they mean it in the actual sense of a slave as
no,
okay,
that's what they've been hearing from their grandfathers. That's why they're using it.
okay.
So that's why they really using it. There's a lot of people they really don't have problem with us. The government actually they just act like we're not there.
What do
So
you
you
mean?
you see like in the people, the refugees, I talked about it before. The refugees, they have the UN card, or I don't know what they call it, so they can get like free medication somewheres, like a kind of a health insurance.
Okay.
And we for them we don't consider as so we like in the air, like we're not refugees, we're not originally Palestinians, so we kind of should depend on ourselves just to stay.
Yeah, but see, my problem with that is that one, the refugee status for Palestinian people is from UNRWA. And UNRWA established that in 1949. And the purpose was that what they were saying basically is that everybody who was in the area that had now become the state of Israel between 1946 and 1948, they should be automatically recognized as refugees. And it really doesn't matter where they live. You have people who are in Lebanon and Syria, people who are still in different places in Israel, in America, that they're still recognized after the first generation, second generation, third generation. This is a hereditary recognition of refugee status that's Palestinian people, the only people who receive
That's
that.
the
How is
issue.
how is it that you don't that you
That's the
all are not
issue. We're
recognized?
not considered as refugees because we're not refugees. But when you live in a refugees area, you should get a card that you live in there. So at least, like if you move to a certain area, you just change your address. So we live in a refugee area. You should get a card. Okay, if you're not getting any service from the community, we are a village. A village for like most of the people in a village, they are from my family. So when they don't have most of the services like lightning, water, thank God we have our own spring. So and they still took most of it. And so we just have to do this by ourselves. We don't have a school. We have to ask for it. So they taking care of this in most of the areas, not our area.
This is
And
UNRWA, the
it's
UN,
this no,
or
this is no, the UN is something else. It's with the
so you're talking
refugee.
about the PLO.
Right now, with the government itself,
Yeah.
we consider for them as like we are citizens who live in a village. If you
Okay.
go to any village, like you will find school, lights in like street lights. They don't really care about these stuff. And we used to have many lands. The government ended up taking it and turn it to buildings. They took it with a really like cheap price, and they had to kick people out of it. Most of them, they used to be farmers. So they really abusing the black people over here. Why? Because it started from the beginning when they like black people used to really do farming, and it used to bring a lot of money for them. But at the same time, people without education, they can't really build. At a certain time, it's gonna stop. So they really didn't pay attention to educate themselves, to educate their children, and we end up having a community full of uneducated people who really know how to ask for their rights. So right now, whoever come and ask them to do this and that, it's the same low, like you know how they use it in the state where they say crackers. So you have to do what it's the same thing. But out of nowhere, when I showed up and I started talking about African and how being black, what's the difference here and there, and they didn't like it. And after all that, like I don't say that I hate this is all the people around me, but this is um most of them.
Most because one thing that they say is that I heard I watched a lot of videos of people who are trying to downplay discrimination and racism, especially in the midst of the Palestinian people. They're like, well, this is not anything that really exists here like that. These are Western lens that people are looking at, and that really doesn't apply to here. Racism and discrimination and all of those things are not really part of the Palestinian society like that. They really try to play it down as if these things don't exist. So
Listen, in the whole world, the racism between whites and black, you're gonna find it everywhere. The
sure.
racism between Muslims and any other religion, you're gonna find it always against Muslims and Arabs. Uh, and now because I live here, Palestinian. So I'm black, Muslim, Arab, and Palestinian. You see, you see, it's four.
Yeah.
You can just show it for black people who's like staying in this land for like more than 200 years, 300 years. They've been living, and right now you're telling me that I'm not from here. Like, come on, it's not making sense.
So when you identify with Palestinian people as an Afro-Palestinian, as far as they're
No, they
concerned,
don't. They don't. You're
they don't accept that.
Palestinian. They don't accept Afro Palestinian.
So where do they think you're from? Where do they think you are?
No,
Okay, where do they think you came from? Because they obviously don't believe that you're from here. Where do they think you came from?
Africa.
Okay,
But
we
they
are in
don't want us to be called African Palestinian because this is going to separate the people. If you say
okay,
an African Palestinian, that's going to make you a group of people, and they don't want that.
but you're already a group of people.
But they just making sure this group is not together. So we're really not together. Don't see my curly hair. Don't let it fool you. Most of the girls over here, they just go get straight, like their hair straight. They just take bleaching medication just to be lighter, because to fit in with the community.
Okay, so are you telling me basically that the community itself is not really welcoming of the African people, of the black people
Hell no,
in
hell no, no,
okay.
no, no, no at all. Like wherever you go, if you are comfortable walking in the street without nobody looking at you, here you say, oh, there's no racism, you're not like something weird in this community. But I'm 34. Whenever I step out of the city, people looking at me, people start talking to me in English, thinking that I'm not from here. And I swear,
That's what happened to me at times in Israel as well. Like they automatically think like you got to be you're a foreigner. You're not from here. You let me speak to you in a different language. But you were born there. Your family is from there. You've been there for a long period of time. You speak the Arabic language. I mean,
Listen, what makes it more crazy? Black people, we like our things, which
yeah,
means you're gonna find all the black people around the world. They know Tupac. You're gonna find all the
right,
people around
right,
the world interested in dancing, interested in
right,
this, interested
right,
in this. So
right.
this is the in common.
I got
So
you.
we just take a lot from the outside community, the outside African community, Black people community, and we act the same.
All right.
And
This is
because we act the same, we be different.
uh-huh.
And that's why you end up, oh, they're not from here. Girl, I'm from here. What you mean? I took Arabic better than you with accents. For real.
So the people in now in Jericho,
Yeah.
because when I was there and Amani took me around to go and
Mm-hmm.
see the communities, what I noticed was that there was a large community of African people, and
Mm-hmm.
then the other Palestinian people on the other side.
Living in the city.
Is that something that you believe has happened purposefully, or is just happened by chance that all of the black people went to live one place, and then the other Palestinian people live on the other side of the city?
No, the type of our community, like as Black people, is different than how they really in their community, like families. So, like our gathering, our celebration, it's not kind of the same. It's like the same steps, but we don't do it like the same way.
Okay.
So from a long time, what I know that this family, they just, been here like from like long time ago, this here and this, each family just
Mhm.
occupied in a specific area.
Okay.
And most of the people in this city actually, they came from different places, different cities.
Okay.
So you see, the people who've been here from a long time, they stay in villages.
Uh-huh.
And these villages in Jericho, in the city itself, there's Nu'mah, and there's two of them, and actually three of them. I'm explaining about the third, and there is two Duke. All of them, it's like Black people, Afro Palestinians.
Okay.
So
How
these,
many
like,
people? How many people about?
I really don't know.
Because I know that Amani told me there was 40,000 in one village,
Uh huh.
and then I don't know in the other two villages
It's
because
all connected to each other. Like, it's all connected. We just live down the mountain, if you noticed.
I did.
Yeah, we noticed we live down the mountain, so it's all connected. And then it's like a straight line, but round,
Okay.
So we live in this area. Any other villages in Jericho, a village? No. But there's neighborhood, and this is
Mm,
down in the city. But a village with their own people, they all Blacks in Jericho.
I got you.
And
I got
even if you see the area, my house and the
Yeah.
area, like the Ain Sultan camp,
Okay.
it's all a rental land from my father family for like a 99 year from the UN.
Okay.
They don't give them money, and it's gone right now. We don't have
So
it.
the UN, so okay, so hold on now. So the Palestinian Authority don't give you all lights, water, anything else. The UN don't give you all UN cards to be able to receive aid or anything else.
No.
So basically you all have to fend for yourselves. Like you're on your own.
Yeah. Lucky me, my sisters, like, we were a little bit living out of the village. So we ended up studying in private schools and, going to the schools in the city. But other people, like other kids in my time, they didn't really have the ability to go down to the city to study. So they walk all the way from, you see, the village, all the way down the street beside the old city to go to
Okay.
school.
How long is the walk?
It's like more than an hour.
They have to walk in the morning to school for an hour?
45 minutes, something like
What
that.
about what about what about school buses? What about
No,
transportation?
no, no. They don't have transportation. Even till now, we don't have a public transportation, and the transportation it don't get to our house. So you have to pay extra to get to the house. What they start doing, some of the community people, they get in cars and they start taking these people to the school, and the parents, they just pay for this car, a
Is there no
private.
schools? But yeah, but okay, but is there no schools in your area that people, the children who are in your area?
Lately, like before 10, 10 years, maybe like that, they built
Mhm.
a school,
Okay.
and it's not like a school. It's like, oh, we built something for y'all just to do it, to just, to study in it. The teachers, they're not qualified. The Nobody's qualified over there. The children, because the family who's raising these children, they're not really responsible because they didn't get educated themselves.
Mhm.
So they ended up having missed out children. So they end up having, like, they just need people really to care about them, just to have, like, good children. So from the beginning, like the foundation, it wasn't good. So we got here. Lately, the education and the idea of educated youth is start being different. Like when my sister graduated from high school and decided to go to college,
Amani.
like Amani, that time, like, it wasn't like you could count the people who's going to college on one hand,
Mm.
and mostly guys, like, they just don't go to, they skip college, they don't go to college. They go and work in the farms and around the area. They go work in Tel Aviv here and there. Like, they don't care about getting education. Oops.
So the people who live in the village who
Mm-hmm.
don't have access to these basic amenities,
Mm-hmm.
water, electricity, I'm guessing some things that if you're not providing that for yourself, then you don't. What about jobs? How do they take care of their families?
They work in the settlements around Jericho, and or they go inside Israel.
So okay, so the Afro-Palestinians work in the settlements around Jericho, or they come and work inside of Israel. And the other Palestinians who don't, how do they view that? Do they see that as being a traitor or cooperating with Israel? And they like how do
No,
they?
some of them, they really work over here, or because they had more chances just to build their own businesses, just, to me, more stable in their life. When you don't have a stable parents, especially financially, you have to drop school and just go to work. And if you have stable parents who, like, make sure that you are financially support, you can go to college. So this is what happened, and this is what we end up having, these type of youth, and this is why they end up having these type of youth. It was messed up for a certain time, but lately they start, like, understand, like, the parents, they start really, like, send them their sons to school to study, to, like, get a degree. They just push them more to get a degree, because, like, you see everything working with a degree, even though we don't end up getting the jobs.
Why not?
They saying it's not, but it's because of who we are. We don't have people to support, like, and we don't have, like, they don't, each one of them, oh, they have, what they call it,
What?
somebody just to help them with the job, to get a job, even in the government or in the community.
So
But
like you won't get a job if you don't have an inside man. to help you get the.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this something that is exclusive for you all, or is this generally in the West Bank?
Um, it's different to explain because where there's black people, you see that. Just like in Jericho, if you see, let's say in a government positions and like jobs, you're not gonna see a black people on a desk.
Wow.
You're not
In
gonna see that. Few of
one second,
them, a
one
few.
second. In the entire see because people again, I'm trying to tell this to you, Amali, because people don't really know about these things. I know about them, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning more stuff from you each time we have a conversation, each time we see each other or whatever. But so are you saying to me, because most people try and give you a different picture to say, listen, in Palestinian society, everybody's working together. Everybody is equal. Everybody gets equal opportunities. It's very different, And then they say in Israel, there's racism against Ethiopians and against Hebrew Israelites and against other black asylum seekers. But look, this doesn't happen in the Palestinian society. Over here, we all love each other. It's all we're together. Are you saying that what that doesn't exist?
A
I'm just
lot,
telling you, that's what people say. People say,
a
look,
lot.
in a Palestinian society is different. All Palestinian people work together. We are all one people. Now I
Let
know
me
that's not true. I know
let
that's
me
not
tell you
true, but
something. Let me tell you
yes,
something. What makes
yes.
making us a little bit less violent with each other, and I don't know if anybody except with me, the mercy of that we learn from our book. It's like we have to be nice in treating people. We have to do this. We have to do this. They follow these stuff until like it's like they do all the good things until when
Until
until
what?
show up, whatever it is. Like they be okay, you nice, you cute, you beautiful. No, 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 no. Until her son want to marry me.
Uh, now the issues start.
You see?
Uh,
Okay, cool. And I'd be like, I'm so good. I'm full of energy. I work hard. Blah 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 blah. Until I want to take a vacation.
uh,
You see, it's
It's coming
until
out. It's coming out. I see.
until you do something.
I see.
Yeah.
So it seemed okay.
As
Good.
long like I'll be using white people, the word itself, a lot. Just to get under some people's skin, to be honest. Because
Mhm.
they be like, and I make sure just to make it clear for everybody, you're not giving me a compliment, you're just being more racist. So be like, oh, you black but so you so beautiful. I'd be like, really? What you mean
Yeah,
about that?
I tell you what they mean about that. That even though you black, like
Heck
black is something that's very negative. But although
yeah,
you're black, you still are beautiful. So
exactly.
I understand it. I understand it.
And let's just keep everything because they're gonna be nice with everything. They're not gonna find another way, just to just put hate on you, except when it comes to marriage. This is the most important point. When it
One
comes,
second.
yeah,
One second.
yeah.
Are you telling me that a different a white Palestinian would have a problem with marrying you?
The guys themselves, they don't have problem. They have problem with their families.
Okay. Are you saying that the families of lighter skinned Palestinians do not now? I mean, they say you're Palestinian. We're all Palestinian.
You
They
don't
they
give a damn. What you talking about?
they'll have a problem with accepting you
Yeah, they can end
because
up
you're black.
having they're gonna end up having different color grandchildren. Exactly. Yeah, that's what that, that's what even the worst part is they end up putting this idea in black people mind themselves. So when a black mother comes and look for a wife for her son, she'd be looking for a white girl. So she have
So it's the exact opposite. The black women, well, the families of the husband or the potential husband of a white Palestinian basically would have a problem with him bringing home an Afro-Palestinian woman.
yeah,
But on the flip side of it, in order to be able to try to I don't know, to merge better into Palestinian society because of the rejection from general Palestinian society, some mothers would try and take their sons to get a white Palestinian woman because then that'll make it easier for the children in the society.
yes, yes.
You know how crazy that is?
It is what it is. There's a
Uh,
lot of
let me,
crazy shit happening over here.
I know you got to tell me a little more about it.
Um, okay, the other day, Charlie came. We were like driving into my house, and he saw white people, white children, and it was like, can you imagine that these black men, like children? He was like, no way. I was like,
Mm,
yeah, and he was like,
mm,
what happened? I said, okay. The father, he refused to get married to a black girl because he don't want to have black children just so they don't face issues in the community. The children, they refuse to get married to a black woman for the same reason. And right now, look, the third generation of them, like the grandson, he's white. He don't have no connection with blackness, nothing.
that's
Even the
that's
soul,
that's
they don't have it. Because if you put a white woman in the house, listen, I'm gonna explain something just to answer you. We are rejected from everybody around,
mm,
which means when you really, let's say I'm driving in the city,
yeah,
I'm cool. If I
yeah,
leave the city, there's a other Israeli side, so I might be attacked because I'm Palestinian, and
mm,
be disrespected because I'm Palestinian, and be
mm,
humiliated because I'm Palestinian. Anything could happen to me because I'm Palestinian. Because of the core number, it says Palestine. When I get
yeah.
inside the city, I might have the same thing because I'm black. I'm
Mm,
talking about small things. You can't be like driving. Let's say my hair. I usually have braids, and people see braids as a whoa, how you do this? Ugh. I mean, it's cool. So when I was younger, they used to tell us that I should really have a straight hair and make sure I use products to keep my skin lighter, and a lot of things. So growing up, I find out that we have to do this to be accepted from the people around. So when I start going with my natural like hair like that, they didn't get it. They literally look at me like I'm coming from another planet.
mm.
Like, oh my God, you that confident to come out with this hair? What's wrong with going out with my hair like that? So this is the minimum thing, like walking around without being bothered of people looking at me. This is the smallest thing, without just being really bothered. Even when I work with my braids, I'd be bothered with people like, I'd be like walking and people like just grabbing it like that. So it's not it's
Just
not
grab your hair.
yeah, just to see how it feels. Yeah, and sometimes I'll be adding accessories like we like to do
Yeah,
accessories to our, and they
yeah.
just be looking at it, how you do it, blah blah blah. They ask, but that not in a nice way. There's a lot of people they want to do the same. I'm really good in braiding. I can open a business and make a lot of money out of it. But at the same time, the people who's gonna come to get their hair braided or twisted or whatever, they don't like us. They want to have braids like us, but they don't want to be black women.
They don't want to be black. Well, that's the yeah. It's like that all over the world. People want the culture. They want the songs. They want the music. They want the swag. But they don't want
Exactly.
what comes with it socially. They don't want none of this racism. They don't want none of this
Exactly.
discrimination. They don't want the red line, and they don't want the fact that
They're not our black, because the Arabs black, they just so fit in with their community, so they act like them, they look like them, they just do everything like them. Other than they have their own swag, but it's still there's a lot of things that our black dudes, unfortunately, they just the same community with other
it's the same.
Palestinians. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this last question so that people can be able to also get kind of an inside scope.
Hmm.
How do Afro-Palestinians experience or feel about this unfortunate conflict, this ongoing conflict? Because the fact that obviously your family has been there for hundreds of years before the establishment of the state, and
It
now
hurts.
there's a state. And now, how has your family been affected by everything that's been happening?
As I told you, my we lost my sister husband. Me and my sister, we lost our jobs. And my father, his job like dropped because we all work in tourism, and there's no tourists, so it's everything is dropped. And I really can't explain a lot of things. It hurts. Like whatever, never mind. Like whatever we facing in this community, we kind of start being strong enough to face it. Cause you see, like our confidence right now, it's not like our grandfathers. Like, in the way we think is different than the other generations. But as a Palestinian, it's hard living in a community. Me myself, I'm thinking about leaving the country. I don't want to stay in a country full of drama, and we all fighting for no real reason. No real reason. I will never see the land waking up and fight which group she want to live in her. You understand me? The land is not gonna wake up and fight for us. It's not. Oh, I want Palestinians to live over here. Oh, I want Hebrew Israelite to live over here. Oh, I want these to live. No, the land is not gonna wake up and fight for us. Like whatever is happening right now, it really hurts. Whatever I see it's happening in Gaza, it's just too much. Nobody can accept it. Nobody can accept it. It's very inhuman. Like me myself, we recorded. I don't wanna like look this eye. It was dropped. It was like this before a week of stressed. Me
Mm.
myself crying. It became something we do every day. Frustrated. It becomes something we do every day.
Yeah.
Not having any money from having a lot, this is a problem we face every day. Imagine that you want to go to the doctor and you don't even have the money to cover that because you locked up in your city. We're not even comfortable to move from here to Ramallah, from here to another city, because there's a lot of settlers around the city. And in
Yeah.
the street, they might attack you anytime. They almost attacked me and Amani the other day.
The settlers?
Yeah, I
Mm.
was in my way coming from Ramallah to Jericho, and they followed us with the car. The other day, they came to our neighbor house, the IDF, and all the guns in both houses, so we don't go out. It's frustrating. It's not unacceptable. You were born in 1991, right? I was born in 1991. Did you ever saw a gun in your head?
Nope.
Did you ever have to struggle to travel between the cities?
Nope.
Did you ever have to struggle to travel outside the country?
That yeah, but that's small stuff. That was well, coming back into the country has always usually been the issue. And then even now they ask you a lot of questions and then
There's always a struggle. How
yeah.
many IDs? Like I'm talking about the land. I'm a Palestinian. I have an ID. I have what they call it, magnet card, and I should have a permission, and I should have the Palestinian passport, and I should. There's another paper, the green one, the green card that we use to travel from Jordan. I have five of these just to be able to move around.
Mm.
This is not acceptable, Ashri. From 1991, I didn't live a free day in my life. Free day means traveling from a place to another without being afraid of IDF, if without being concerned what's going to happen. How come if I go to outside because of what Oslo did? Well, Oslo, it was a disaster. And it was a disaster. We are frustrated. We so frustrated. I can't really explain till it's extreme. It's extreme. My like you see, like my brother got catch in Tel Aviv working on illegally. Me myself, I can't go back and work over there. Right now, I'm without work. I can't go back there. My stuff is stuck in Israel. I can't go and get it. It's devastating. Whatever happening is devastating. It's killing us. Um, it's killing us. It's killing like me myself. I don't act like the same Amal like before the 7th of October. I don't have the passion. I don't have the same happiness. I don't have the same energy. I can't. I had energy to cover a country. Right now, I'm zero, zero energy. I don't
Because
have
of the def
energy
well,
because of what?
when you say since the 7th of October you don't have the energy, why?
Because with all what's going on, it's just affecting both sides, right? If it's just affecting people in Gaza, it's affecting them the worst way. But it's affecting other people from like outside Gaza, like you see in the West Bank right now. They're trying to separate the West Bank. So and yesterday we got something they posted for the people of the West Bank that we have a specific timing to leave the city and come back. So you can leave the city 6 in the morning. You have the checkpoint's gonna be open from 6 till not till 11, and then they're gonna close it. They're gonna really open it from 3. I don't know. I don't know the timing. There's specific timing to leave the city and come back, and after that, you're not allowed to move in between the cities.
Mm.
Yeah, that was smartage. And there's a lot of things like on us to do. Me, myself, wallah, I swear, I want to leave the country. Why would I do that? I'm 34. I'm 34. I want to live my life, want to have children in peace. I don't want to bring children to this drama. I wasn't born in a healthy timing, so I don't want my children to be like raised in this drama.